If it is a quarter away from 8 o'clock, it is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. And it's time for our monthly visit with ICTC, Indiana County Technology Center. Kelly Fox is with us as usual. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Todd.
Did your chair just give way underneath you?
It just went way down, yes.
Yeah, there's one of these chairs that has, let's call it pneumatic problems.
Yes, I could feel it. So I think I'll stand.
All right. Well,
Yes.
that's fine. And your guest that came with you, who was a senior.
She is.
At,
Amanda
ICTC.
Skursky is from Indiana and enrolled in the ICTC cosmetology program. And I was reflecting on bringing her here this morning because, you know, we love talking with you every month about what's happening and new at ICTC. And I feel like this year, maybe just because of COVID and how we've overcome some of those situations and restrictions and how our programs are still out in the community sharing skills, like we had Tim Bash in with the carpentry and the house and everything. And, you know, those stories I think are really great, and it's great to hear that news of what's happening from ICTC. But when we can bring a student to the studio, Todd, that's the cream of the crop right there. So, and the fact that we have such big news to share, and she even just shared even bigger news with me out in the waiting area. So
we can't wait.
I know. So
Can't
I am excited for Amanda to share with all of our listeners this morning about her accomplishments because she's one of our seniors that really is putting it all together and moving forward in her future using her technical skills.
Beautiful. Let's tell folks our conversation is brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. So, boy, that's a big build-up, Amanda, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Go live up to that, will you?
Oh, yeah.
She's living the dream.
Amanda Skursky is with us. So your home school district is Indiana,
Yes, sir.
and you've been at ICTC for how long?
3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, and how has it been for you? I know that you're quite accomplished, so it must have gone well.
ICTC is probably my favorite thing about my day. It's the thing that I look forward to every school day.
And you specialize. You're in the cosmetology. We should tell folks you're in the cosmetology program.
Yes, I am in cosmetology.
And you just hid your nails just when I was about to say
Here.
you specialize in
Facebook
nails. Yeah, there you go. There you go. As soon as I said you specialize, hands got on.
Hiding her specialty.
Yeah,
It's so special.
All right, so big news, right? Now,
Yes.
Kelly, you were going to give us big news, but Amanda's got even bigger news today.
It all goes together, and it's all for her favor. So it is all big news. You know, we're here to talk about her accomplishments that she recently attained when she attended the State Skills USA conference. She came out on top, first place finisher with her nail competition. And she's one of two because she also has a nail model who goes along in sync with her. She can't do what she does without her nail model. So she just wasn't able to be with us this morning. So we do want to do a shout out to her, and I'll have Amanda talk a little bit about that. But just yesterday, Amanda, tell the big news of just what happened yesterday on your day off.
So yesterday I passed my state board exam.
Wow.
So as soon as I finish up my hours here at ICTC, I will be a licensed cosmetologist.
There you go. Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that a process you have to go through where you have to demonstrate proficiency, or how do you do it?
It's a written exam. It's a written exam, and it's like 120 questions, and that's what we have to say. Like, we have the knowledge about everything that we learned, and that's how I get my license.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, you and I believe you, Kelly, both are going to be going to the next stage of competition.
I don't think I am going.
You're not going?
Her instructor is actually our Skills USA advisor,
see.
Miss Zulik. So it only makes sense that Miss Zulik would accompany Amanda to Atlanta, Georgia in June for the National Skills USA competition. And I do want to do a shout out to Jacob Dixon because the last time we had an ICTC student go to national competition, no pressure, Amanda, but he did come back in first place.
I'm planning on getting us there.
That girl.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we like that.
yeah, I'm hoping for a repeat performance right here.
Well, sure. And if personality is a big part of it, Amanda, you got it clinched already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
So this is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia in June.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's June 20th through the 24th. And we'll be flying down there for the week. And, yeah.
There'll be some pretty nails in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
About that. It sounds like it's just going to be a fun time.
Yeah, and she's competing against all the other Skills USA competitors who are in the same position that she is from all across the United States.
So give us an idea, Amanda, of what one of these competitions is like. What do you actually do?
So I do basically the hardest part of any nail tech's job. We all learn this and we never use it in the salon because it is so hard. So I do sculpture pink and white acrylics, and no, I do not get to paint on that white. I got to build it up and do it myself with acrylic, and I have to use a form, which is like a sticker, and you can't build it on top of the tip, and you build the acrylic on itself. So that's hard. And it's all hand filing. I have to do everything by hand. I don't get to use one of those fancy dancy drills. And I have to completely buff out the nail to a shine with elbow grease. And then I finish up the competition with some nail art and a pedicure. And there's also a written evaluation about how much I know about nails and all of the chemicals and everything like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Now, Mrs. Fox mentioned your hand model.
Yes.
Who is she?
Olivia Kramer.
She has to be pretty patient too, doesn't
Oh,
she?
yeah. We've had some talks together. It's terrible. She has ticklish feet. So.
Well, you just brought in a whole new aspect of this, because when we think of nails, we think of hands, but toes are a big part of this too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They judge before and after, and even the paint application as well. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing.
And the nice
It's a
part,
science. It's an art.
it is. And again, this all goes together for Amanda because she's been in our cosmetology program. She goes through the Skills USA program. She's moving to the top. She is at the top in the state.
Yeah.
And she's also working already.
Yes.
Yeah. Where do you
Yes.
work?
And now that she has her license, that opens up for her in her current job.
Yeah, so I work at Exclusive Nails. Actually, the last 3 competitors from our program that did nails work there as well. So I've got some great mentors, and honestly, I would not be where I was if it wasn't for them. And, like, even the owner of the salon, he's great.
Yeah.
He always helps me. He lets me come in after and practice, and everybody there is just amazing.
Yeah. So somebody like Olivia, she has to let you do all this and then get rid of it all and do it again?
Yep.
And again and again and again?
Yep. This is her second time of going through it. We baby her hands in between because we want that good score.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask, care for the entire foot and for the entire hand, that have to be a big part of it, because you have to make a complete picture here, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we baby her hands in between. She's wearing gloves. The last time, though, she was in the musical, so her feet were a little rough.
Well, that's okay, because that just gives you the opportunity to turn something that is looking not as good as normally it does into something really, really pretty.
Oh, yeah. It definitely went in my favor.
Well, what's your plan moving forward then from here? Because you're going to graduate this June, and then you're going to move forward and do what?
I'm going to be working in the salon, and then eventually I would really like to go to either esthetician school or massage therapy. And esthetician is like skincare specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like it all, honestly. Big plan is to get into like a bougie spa where I can do like an all-day spa and go there, because I do enjoy doing everything except for hair.
Except for hair, but as a cosmetologist, you still have to do hair?
Yeah. Most of my schooling was hair.
Yeah.
Most of me starting off doing nails, I taught myself.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, congratulations. It sounds like you've got a plan, and you're more than just on the first step of it. You're down the road a pretty good fair distance.
Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. Now, Mrs. Fox, there are other things going on at ICTC.
Well, you know what? Coming back here from Easter break, you're right. This is the race to the finish, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah, and the end of the school year will be fast upon us. And so here we are checking off the Easter break. And coming up next, I'll be taking another high-flying senior to lunch tomorrow because he is the recipient of our Indiana County Counselors Association scholarship, and that's Shay DeHaven. So I want to do a shout-out to one of our carpentry seniors who is just a top-notch student and doing very well and has some great future plans. Friday, Mr. McCracken, friend of yours,
Sure.
Is hosting our performance portion of the NOCD exam. And so our seniors, all of our seniors who are qualified will be taking that NOCD performance. They've already taken the written portion, and so this gets them some additional certifications. And then we're doing something really great for our seniors on May 11th. We're hosting a job fair, and so our teachers have reached out to the industry representatives who sit on their OACs, who they know are hiring, who want to come and meet our seniors, and for our seniors who are still looking for employment to secure. That will be a nice opportunity to have some real conversations about real jobs and exchange information like resumes and phone numbers and set up interviews.
Yeah, and
so we're real excited about that.
With the amount of folks that are out there looking for workers right now, ICTC is a vital pipeline here.
Well, and that is why we created this event, only because our phones have been ringing off the hook with employers who are looking for qualified individuals. And so we thought, what better way than just to invite them in and have a table so that they can share their information, and then our students can soak that up and make the connections that they need to get the jobs that they want upon their graduation.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming that all fields at ICTC will be represented at the job fair?
All fields.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Terrific stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe someone like Amanda Skursky says, hey, there's competition out there.
She's pretty well set.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll be one of the seniors that needs to go through that vendor area, but she's welcome to if she'd like.
Well, there you go. Maybe she takes up welding in the next couple of days, and all of a sudden she's a welding nail person.
Oh, my goodness. That would be a drastic career change, Todd.
She's a mani-pedi welder.
Yes.
Well, congratulations to you, Amanda. And Kelly, we'll keep fighting the fight here, getting down toward the end of the school year. We have not mentioned that you brought treats, as you seem to always do, from the culinary department. What'd you bring this time?
Yeah, so it's very good carrot cheesecake. Not cheesecake, they're carrot bars filled with cream cheese icing. And they were specially frozen. They were made fresh and then frozen to bring to you this morning. Oh. So if you're wondering, how did they do that when school was closed? There was a little special magic in between.
So sweet. So sweet. Thanks again, as always, to the culinary department. They treat us so well.
They do. They do. They treat us all well.
We appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.